our viewers out there. My name is Heinrich Neetling and welcome to Mathematical Literacy. Now, in today's lesson, we'll be focusing on the topic of finance and more specifically on budgets, income and expenditure statements, as well as profit and loss. Now, before I continue with this lesson, I want to check something with you. Did you know that generally a household's monthly budget does not balance, as the household wants and their needs exceed the available funds? And this interesting fact you can check with your parents. Now you may think, why is this important to you? Remember, one day you're going to earn your own income and then you must be able to manage that funds. Now let's quickly see what to expect in today's lesson. Interpreting and understanding financial documents is an important life skill as it enables us to make sound financial decisions. Therefore, in this lesson, we will explore in greater detail the following: income, expenditure, loss, profit, also budget, and then lastly, we will be looking at income and expenditure statements. Now let's see what else will be expected of you. So what are the pre-knowledge you should have at this moment in time? So the skills and concept that was taught to you in previous grades, that will be your basic cost calculation, the difference between your income and expenditure. You should also be familiar with terminology related to budget as well as income and expenditure statements, such as repayment, salaries, business, etc. Also important is that you are expected to know the different types of income and expenditure. For example, fixed income, variable income, and occasional income. And we will look at that as we move on with the lesson. Then you should also be able to interpret, understand, and perform calculation involving income, expenditure, profit and loss, budgets, as well as income and expenditure statements. So let's quickly put you to the test. All right, so I hope you have your calculator, your pen, and your book ready. So question number 1, define the term income. So income is all money, I'm going to write it down for you, that comes into a household, and if you have a business, that can be a business, or that can also be money that government receive. So it's all money that comes into a household, a business, or government. All right, so let's look at the next question. Question number 2, we are saying here, what type of expenditure is loan repayments? All right, so loan repayment, that is what we call fixed expenditure, simply because it will be the same amount every month, right? So that is a monthly repayment and therefore it is fixed every month. Then we have a third question here. It says choose the correct answer. When your income is more than your expenditure, it is called what? Now let's see what is given to us. Is it a profit or a loss? In this case, when your income is more than your expenditure, that will be a profit. Okay, so there, simple, straightforward question just to get us going. Okay, so let's see. This is what will be expected in this lesson. We will look at budgets, and thereafter we'll also look at income and expenditure statements. Now let's move on to see what other language and important words you should know by now. So first of all, I indicated here that income is the money coming into a household, a business, or government. Then we have, first of all, a fixed income. That is your constant income of the same rand value per month. For example, your salary, a service rendered, fixed rate, and taxes. Then we also have variable income. That is changing income of a different rand value per month. For example, if you work for commission, sales, or that can also be fines. And then we have thirdly, occasional income. That is now a once-off income, or sometimes we refer to it as unreliable income per month. For example, let's say you get a bonus this month, or if you completed a specific job, for example. Now let's move on and look at the opposite of income, and that will be our expenditure, sometimes also referred to expenses. So what is an expense? That is money being spent or money going out of the household, the business or government. Then, first up, we have a fixed expenditure, as the word is saying. It's an expense that is the same every month, right? It's the same amount on a month-to-month basis. For example, the rent you are paying, the car repayments, or insurance. Then, we have variable expenditure. That is an expense where the amount changes monthly. For example, your electricity, maintenance, or transport. And lastly, we have occasional expenditure. This is an expense that is also once off, or it's very infrequent or unexpected. For example, let's say your geyser burst, all right, or a broken machinery, or on a national level when a strike occurs. Guys, let us take a quick break. After the break, we'll continue with this lesson. See you soon.